Concept 2, factoring x squared plus bx plus c when c is positive. Alright, so when c is positive, when that third term in our trinomial that we're trying to factor is positive, that means that the terms, the second term in each of our binomials are both positive or they're both negative, right? And this means that the middle term, okay, so our first term is x times x. Our last term is going to be our 2 times our 3, our last term from each of our binomials multiplied by each other. And our middle term is the combination of the x times 3 and the 2 times x. Right? So it's these two in the middle. So that tells us that when we have our trinomial and we're looking for our factors, all right, we have x squared, so it's going to be x and x. All right, and then we have 6, so it's going to be 2 factors of 6. Okay, so 2 numbers that multiplied together equal 6. And then we also know that the middle term is going to be the sum of those 2 factors. So we're looking for 2 numbers that when you multiply them together equal the third term, and when you add them together equal the coefficient of that middle term. Okay, so for this one, we're looking for 2 factors, 2 numbers that multiply together to equal 6 and add up to 5. Okay, and you can do that by looking for the factors of 6. Okay, we've got 1 and 6, and we've got 2 and 3. Okay, and then we're looking for, of those 2 sets of factors, which 2 add up to 5? Well, it's going to be the 2 and the 3. Okay? And so we know that our factors, our binomials are going to be, we're going to start with x, right? And it's going to be x plus 2 and x plus 3. Because when I multiply those out, I'll end up with a 2x and a 3x, and added together is 5x. Okay, let's do a couple other ones. One trick when you're doing this is if you see that your third term, your c, is a 1 less than your middle term, the factors have to be, right, the factors of 12 that add up to 13 have to be 12 and 1. Okay, those have to be my factors. Doesn't matter what this number is. If the middle term, the middle coefficient, is 1 larger, you know that you're going to have in your binomials x plus 1 and x plus 12. Okay? Alright, so here's one more. We've got x squared plus 27x plus 72. My factors for 72, I can list them out. I've got 1 and 72. I've got 2 and 36. I've got 3 and 24. Let's see, do I have a 4? Well, you know what? I don't even care because I got it right here. I can already tell I'm looking for 2 numbers that add up to 27. 3 and 24 add up to 27. And when I multiply them together, they equal 72. So I'm done. All right. I know that these are my factors. I can put in my binomials, x plus 3 times x plus 24. Okay. And if I factored them, I would get my x times 24 and my 3 times x, and those would combine to get 27x.